Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in the Jamaica Estates neighborhood of Queens, New York, the fourth of 5 children. Donald grew up in a household where ambition and competition were part of the air they breathed. His father, Fred Trump, was a powerful and disciplined real estate developer, known for building and managing housing across New York's boroughs. His mother, Mary, was a Scottish immigrant with a deep sense of order, tradition, and charm. Donald inherited his father's drive and his mother's flair for presentations rates that would define him for decades to come. As a boy, Donald was restless, energetic, and confident, sometimes too confident for his own good. He liked to win, and he liked to be noticed. His parents decided that his boundless energy needed discipline, so they sent him to the New York Military Academy at the age of 13. There, young Donald thrived under the structured environment. He became a star athlete and learned that leadership often meant projecting strength, even if it meant bending the rules. By the time he graduated, he already saw life as a competition and himself as someone destined for the top. After 2 years at Fordham University, Donald transferred to the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, one of the most prestigious business programs in the country. He graduated in 1968 with a degree in economics, ready to step into his father's business. Joining the family company, Trump Management, Donald quickly proved he was not satisfied with the modest but steady projects that his father specialized in. While Fred focused on middle-income housing in Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, Donald had his eyes on the skyscrapers and bright lights of Manhattan. In the 1970s, Donald made his first big moves into Manhattan real estate, and along the way, he connected with a man who would shape his business and personal philosophy. Cohn was a powerful lawyer with a reputation for ruthless tactics and an uncanny ability to pull strings in politics, media, and business. He taught Trump the importance of always hitting back harder than you're hit, never admitting defeat, and using the press as a weapon. Through Cohn, Trump met influential political operatives like Roger Stone, who would become one of his longest-standing allies. Stone, with his flair for political theater, helped Trump understand how showmanship could be just as powerful in politics as it was in business. By the 1980s, Trump was building luxury hotels, casinos, and his signature project, Trump Tower. His name became synonymous with wealth, ambition, and unapologetic self-promotion. The media loved him, or at least, loved to talk about him, and that was exactly the way Trump wanted it. His network of friends, allies, and so-called kingmakers grew. Figures like Paul Manafort and Tom Barrack brought political and financial connections, while celebrities and sports figures like Mike Tyson and later Dana White added cultural cachet. The 1990s were a mix of dizzying highs and humbling lows. Some of Trump's casino ventures went bankrupt, and his personal life splashed across tabloids as his marriage to Ivana Trump ended publicly. But Trump's skill for reinvention kept him in the spotlight. In the 2000s, he became the star of The Apprentice, a reality show where his boardroom persona, decisive, commanding, and blunt, captured the imagination of millions. The catchphrase, "You're fired," became a pop culture staple, and Trump's public image as a master dealmaker was cemented. When Trump entered the 2016 presidential race, many thought it was a publicity stunt. But he approached politics the way he approached business: bold, unpredictable, and unwilling to follow the usual rules. With a team anchored by figures like Roger Stone, Steve Bannon, Stephen Miller, and his own children, he built a campaign that spoke directly to voters who felt ignored by traditional politicians. Against the odds, Trump defeated Hillary Clinton and became the 45th president of the United States. His first term was anything but quiet: immigration, crackdowns, tax cuts, trade wars, constant battles with the media, and 2 impeachments, both of which he survived. After losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, Trump refused to fade away. He continued to hold rallies, raise funds, and influence the Republican Party. Allies like Tom Barrack, Susie Wiles, and newer high-profile connections such as Elon Musk stayed in his orbit. Musk's influence was unique, not a traditional political operative, but a business titan whose presence kept Trump connected to tech and innovation circles. His network also included loyalists like Stephen Miller, Richard Grenell, and cultural allies like UFC President Dana White. In 2024, Trump returned to the campaign trail with the same energy, sharpened by experience and powered by a loyal base. His rallies were larger than ever. His fundraising machine was relentless, and his message, part nostalgia, part defiance, carried him to a second victory. On January 20, 2025, he became the only president since Grover Cleveland to serve non-consecutive terms. Taking the oath of office at age 78, he was also the first president to do so with a felony conviction, a detail that added even more drama to an already unprecedented political career. Trump's journey from Queens kid to billionaire developer to reality TV star to 2-term president is a story of ambition, reinvention, and relentless self-promotion. He built his career on the belief that you never back down, you never apologize, and you never stop telling your version of the story. Surrounded by a loyal circle of kingmakers, influential friends, and family, he turned his name into a brand, his brand into a movement, and his movement into political power. Love him or hate him, Donald Trump has mastered the art of staying at the center of the stage and making sure the world is always talking about Donald J. Trump.